Last time on Elements of a Great Adventure.
Let's go.
We did it!
And you guys are out of combat.
And I swoop in and I drop the monocles on him.
Clamp them shut.
So here's what happens when it gets clamped. Steve kind of wakes up a little bit, and he'd fallen to the ground, but he sits back up, and he just starts to like shrink back down to his normal size. And he looks at you, Kithri, and he says, "Thank you." And he starts to dissolve. And the last thing you see is him smiling, and his face disappears. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Elements of a Great Adventure podcast. I'm your DM, Mother Goose.
I'm Rellan.
That's not your name.
My name's Jeremiah. I play Rellan. He's a druid, and he murdered one of his best friends. Could have been two, but, apparently there were some ethical dilemmas with that.
He got reverse isekai'd.
Yeah, right. I forgot about that.
My name is Josiah. I play Lilithana, half-elf warlock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Notably in opposition to curb stomping Wayne.
Yeah. Let's not kill one of our best friends.
I'm Kylee. I play Kithri, the halfling fighter, who is almost at half of her health points right now.
Let's go.
Oh, right.
Woo.
If it makes you feel any better, you were way lower than that last session.
I know. She almost died a couple times.
Again.
This has been a hard, day and a half for Kithri.
Yeah, so real quick, let's just do mental health check-in. In the last, I think we'll say 4 hours maybe, you have accidentally killed Newt and her family, watched Wayne almost die, and then be reverse isekai'd, and then had to kill your good friend Steve. How's everyone feeling?
It's been a rough time.
I feel like Rellan usually thinks that he's pretty on top of his mental health game. He's suffering right now.
Lilithana's just been in a constant state of confusion ever since he's gotten here. So
Oh, yeah. She got, thrown into the deep end pretty quick, huh?
she's still pretty bamboozled about everything. She didn't really have strong connections to anyone specifically yet. So she's kind of just like, oh, darkness all around.
Hell yeah. That means I'm doing my job right.
Woo!
Okay, so last session you ended by standing over the, I think, Thanos dust body of Steve, or maybe just a dead body of Steve. I can't remember exactly.
One of those two things.
Around you, there is fighting going on between some of the King's Dragon Knights and some zombies. And then out of nowhere, a woman walks up to you. Beautiful woman. Tall, blonde. And she walks up to Rellan and she says, "Oh, darling, how I've missed you." And she, caresses Rellan's face.
Don't trust. Is this your mother?
No.
Roll for history.
Is this a family member of yours?
Do I recognize this person?
You do not.
Okay. I was like, I am falling down here. I don't know who it is.
Who dis?
New phone, who dis? Rellan wipes the tears from his eyes.
She helps you wipe a tear.
Oh, thanks. It was a pretty simple job. I didn't need help,
It's
but
a little intimate there.
what's your name?
Oh, you've forgotten me already.
Well, possibly.
After I went through all that work to get you framed.
look. I'm gonna look at Kithri and Lilithana. Who is she? Who is this?
Is this
I'm drawing a blank.
is
it
this
charades?
that bitch that betrayed us when we were escorting our sweet turtle friend?
And she takes a couple steps away from Rellan and she says, I'm quite curious. How did you get out of jail?
Nah, I don't like her energy. I'm
You-
fitting to swing on her if y'all don't do nothing.
You
Yeah.
three weren't supposed to be here.
I plead the fifth, and then I try to sweep the leg.
Yeah. Straight
Oh,
into
yeah.
combat.
Violence is the answer.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Unarmed has no modifiers, right?
Mm-mm.
17.
17.
Ooh.
Not bad for unarmed.
Oh, can I just clarify? I don't know if this happened at the end of the last episode or not, but I am no longer a bird.
Right, yes.
The bird tried to sweep the leg.
Actually,
Oh.
I feel like unarmed might have
It should be your
a
strength
mod.
modifier.
I think it's your strength mod.
Oh, yeah.
15 now.
Oh.
So
We
that's
did a
not gonna
bad.
hit.
Kylie, why did you say it?
Sometimes
Sorry,
it's better
I
to
thought
keep
I
your
was
mouth shut.
helping.
It's not gonna hit. So what happens is you go to sweep the leg, and she jumps over it and lands gracefully. And she says, "Oh, darling, that wasn't polite."
I'm
Neither is the
going
way you're
to
condescending.
kind of turn my arms into tentacles and kind of make myself look more cosmic horror-y and just say, answer our questions. Who are you? And I'd like to roll intimidation if possible.
Heck
Yeah, go
yeah.
ahead.
Where's Rachel?
Where's Rachel?
No. That character got reverse isekai, remember?
22.
Ooh.
22.
I have a plus 10 to my intimidation.
Wow.
So you rolled a 12?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was really hoping I was going to get like a 28 or something and be like, whoa. But 22 is still pretty good.
22 is still pretty good. I'll say that kind of works. She's not scared, but she gets the hint.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna shapeshift into Wilburg, one of the king's council members, and she says, it really was quite genius of Harold to have me replace Wilburg. Gave me the chance to just use my abilities anyway.
I think Lilithana doesn't really.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
just confused.
you have no clue.
Yeah,
You DM to player, you have never met this person.
Yeah, so I have no idea I just kind of look
Yeah.
to Kithri and
You-
Rellan.
You got taken before this bitch betrayed us, but this is Luna. Or whatever her real name is.
Whoever you are. Who's Wilbur?
He's on the King's
So-
Council.
Wilburg, he's on the King's Council. He was the shapeshifter. I'm pretty sure he turned into you or Wayne whenever you first met him. He also was the one that caught you guys after you accidentally killed Newt and her family.
Okay.
Elijah.
Yeah.
I do
Joey.
have one spell slot left.
All right.
I would like to cast Dominate Person.
Okay.
Mm.
I think you make a wisdom. I'll look it up real quick, but I believe you have to make a wisdom saving throw with a spell save of 19.
So, I'll tell you, this is going to be you can still do it if you want, but this is
Mhm.
going to be the exact same scenario as last session,
Mm-hmm.
where you just auto fail because of Harold and his shenanigans.
Good old Harold. I think I'm still going to do it because I said I would, but that is important to note. I'll mark that last spell slot
Okay.
down.
Joey, no, don't sacrifice the spell slot.
Well, I'm not gonna say, I back out now.
The pride is not worth your spell slot.
It's the principle, damn it.
And you know what? I respect it. Could you have totally used that for what's coming? Yeah, but you know what?
It's gonna be all punchies. We're punching our way out of this.
Hypothetically, how would a zone of truth fare?
You could zone of truth her,
Yeah.
but let's resolve Joey's first.
Okay, so I just I see this more as my tentacles start to form into strange eldritch symbols, and I start to chant deep speech, and she's just unaffected by it. And I'm very taken aback by that because that is a 5th level spell.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just like step back like, oh.
And she says, "Oh, aren't you so cute?"
I'm swinging on her.
Wait.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah,
That's happening.
let's let Jerry resolve his first.
Well, I was actually going to say, why are we spending time on her? Why don't we go, like, try to find whatever other people we need to help and help them?
Well,
It seems like she's playing us, but
she did say she framed us. So we want to capture her and prove our innocence.
She also
Well-
betrayed us earlier in the campaign.
I hear ya. But also people are dying right now while we're having this conversation. That's where I was coming from.
Oh, they
But-
got the royal guards. It's okay.
Yeah, okay. DM, surroundings. What else is happening?
Like I said, last session, you're in a big courtyard, and there's just this big circle around you where zombies and knights were fighting. They'd given you guys some space to fight Steve. I think while you were fighting Steve, at least initially, the fighting had kind of stopped. Everyone was just watching in amazement as you duked it out until you went into, what did you call it, Joey?
The domain, or the old one's influence. Sorry.
The old one's influence. Yeah, once you
Cut
guys
that other thing out.
disappeared, the fighting kind of picked back up. But this circle of not fighting is still there. Like, they haven't filled that space yet.
So I'm over here like, guys, there are people dying out there, and everyone's just looking at us.
No, the
Bro,
fighting
what are you talking
picked
about?
back up.
Oh,
So you're like, oh, there are people dying out there. And then you see a guy like get stabbed with a spear.
ugh.
Make a perception check for me, everybody.
Oh, I
Please
love
and thank
those.
you.
I got a 4.
You see nothing.
Natural 20.
I was really hoping it would be you to roll it, actually. So, yeah,
I got my robot eyes, so I had advantage.
18?
cool. Yeah, I think Joey's the only one who notices. There's this weird, like, shadow moving on the ground around you.
Okay. I'm going to alert Kithri and Rellan to the shadow.
Ring.
And how close is the shadow and how quickly is it moving?
I'm going to say it's like 10 feet away, and it was moving slowly, but once you notice it, it starts to pick up speed a little bit.
Is it moving towards us?
It's kind of moving around you.
Okay, I'm just going to cast Eldritch Blast at it.
I just started
on
blast.
sight. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay, I'm kind of freaked out by all the things that are going on. Mysterious object. Hopefully, it's a foe. Eldritch Blast.
Wait, but just to clarify, you said it's a shadow, right?
I'm just aiming to the ground where it's at.
Right. Is it like, are we encompassed within the shadow?
No, it's
Okay.
like moving on the ground.
Okay.
And you recognize it. You've seen it before.
The
Joey has not seen it.
I've not.
pyramid.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry.
Joey has no idea what it is.
I'm trying to figure out. I'll just say for this, is damage gonna matter?
I'm going to say no.
Okay, I'm only gonna roll once then. I was trying to figure out how many beams I have at level.
Eldritch
12?
Horror is a cantrip.
Or yes, Eldritch Blast is a cantrip, but as you increase in level, you get more beams
Right,
with it.
right.
But I don't remember, so it's fine. I'll just roll to see if I hit. That is a 19 to hit.
Ooh, a 19 will hit.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, you just see kind of this the dark portal open up behind her, and just a tentacle shoots out and just bursts into the ground.
So it hits, and a creature starts to lift out of the shadow. And Rellan, Kithri, you recognize this as Soul, the Bone Claw. Lilithana, Bone Claws are veiled liches.
Oh,
They're large creatures, not quite skeletons. It's as if they're incredibly skinny, and their like dried out skin has like shrunken to the bone. Does that make sense?
Does their skin still have their color, or is it like white or gray?
It's very white. And they have really long arms that
Mhm.
go down almost all the way to their feet with massive hands and like giant long claws.
Mhm. Very spooky.
And so it raises out of the shadow and it says, Oh, my friends, have I missed you?
Why do all of you people keep saying things that are endearing? We hate you.
You people. He raises up his giant arms. You people.
Rael's gonna try to capitalize on his raised arms and call lightning on him.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll work as
There
a
we
weather
go.
vane.
Yeah. I kind of want to call lightning on him too. I've got a staff that does that.
Just
Okay.
take turns zapping the homie.
Yes.
Are we fighting this guy? Do we need to roll initiative?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Jerry get one
Start
beam
us off.
and then we're gonna roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
I love how these guys are just trying to talk to you.
Kill him, kill him.
Kill on sight.
Just keep attacking.
These guys tried to murder us actively.
Yeah.
multiple times.
We just saw a dear friend die. We ain't in no mood
I'm
to
in a
talk.
bad mood.
Are Luna and this Bone Lord like the Bone Claw within 10 feet of each other?
No. So Luna, I'm gonna say she is. You're in the courtyard. She is on the side that goes towards the palace.
Mm-hmm.
Soul is on the opposite side, towards like the rest of the city. So you're essentially surrounded by them.
Okay. Then I'm gonna focus the point on the Bone Claw, and if anybody is within 5 feet of him, they will also get affected by this.
I think you guys are safe. I established she was about 10 feet away.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a 26.
What?
He only had to roll a 17. Well, he still takes 3d10 damage.
All right, roll them bad boys.
2, 7, 9 for a total of 18.
Pretty
Nice.
good. Pretty good. And Luna says, "Now that wasn't very kind of you, Rellan.
Why do you keep talking like that?
And let's roll for initiative."
Woohoo, that's what I've been waiting for. That's
She's
what it's all
one to
about.
talk.
Oh, dang.
Oh, nat 20 for a 22.
Hell yeah.
Kithri is on fire. She is so mad.
13.
13.
Cool. Okay. So Kithri, you are first up.
Yeah, we're gonna swing for the shapeshifter.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say so. She walked up to you, but then she took a couple steps back. So I'm gonna say she's like 5 feet away from you.
I'm gonna move closer to her and try to smack her in the face multiple times.
Hell yeah.
I thought that was someone like, I don't know, chewing.
Sorry, that was
that?
dice.
Clacking around hard candy in their teeth.
Exactly, like that cat
Oh,
meme.
That's very not good. Neither of those are gonna hit.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. Well, actually, go ahead and tell me your numbers. 'Cause you never know.
I rolled a 3 and an 8, and they get +3 to hit. So
Yeah, they won't.
11 is the highest.
Do you remember the name of your lost love?
I don't remember what it is.
That's okay. It's Daryl.
Daryl.
Mm-hmm. So as you go to swing, she does a reaction and she shapeshifts into him, and she like throws her hands up in fear.
Playing
Ooh.
dirty. Good thing I get to attack multiple times in my turn.
Yeah. I'll let you describe this. It definitely misses, but you go to swing, she shapeshifts. How do you see this going down?
I think it takes her aback. One, because, seeing someone who's been dead, someone that you loved, like, that would take someone aback. But also, what went down in the pyramid, it's not just like pang of sadness, it's also like spike of terror.
Yeah.
Because, her lost love was used against her in that way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a new feeling, but it is an unwelcome feeling. And it
Yeah.
does cause her to hesitate.
And as you hesitate, she goes, Kithri.
I know who you aren't. You could never be him. And she starts swinging again.
And as she goes to swing again, Luna gives you just like a devilish grin.
All right, one of them will not hit, but the other one is a non-natural 19.
Okay, that will hit.
And then damage should be 9 damage.
Okay, so
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, that'll be a 14.
ooh, 14. Okay,
Forgot to add the strength mod.
great. Describe this.
She gave a devilish grin to me as I was like rearing back, and that just like added the extra pain because it's in his face,
Mhm.
like looking at her with like that malice. And she's just eaten up by like someone taking his image and doing that to it.
Yeah.
She just goes like straight for the uppercut.
Great. And as you hit her and she like stumbles back, she transforms back to her like woman version that you saw before. Anything else you want to do?
I do have one more attack.
All right.
So we're going to go ahead and do that too. Sorry for all the clacky dice.
No, it's okay.
Click,
I
click,
think
click.
I think it adds to the like soundscape of the podcast.
Exactly.
So that will be an 18, and I got a nat 20, which
Okay.
will be a 23 after mod.
Great. So both will hit and you'll do double damage on that 20.
Okay, so for the first one, it's just 2d8 plus 4, so let's see. 7.
Okay.
Second one gets to add my strength mod, and it's a d20.
Okay.
So is that extra damage or?
Double damage. So I'll let you choose. You can either roll double the amount of dice or roll the same amount and double the whatever the or like roll the normal amount and then double the outcome.
We'll just do that.
And are these thoughts and prayers?
Yes.
She is undead.
Yes.
Woohoo!
So I rolled a 6, and then I get to add 4, so 10, and then double damage.
Let's go. So
Oh, wait.
10. Let's go ahead and
Sorry.
add an extra 5 for her being undead, and then we'll
15.
double it.
And then I forgot, but I get to add my strength modifier also.
Oh, sick.
So 20, and then doubled,
Mm-hmm.
so 40.
Hell yeah. Okay, so last hit, you uppercutted her. She stumbled back, shape-shifted back into a woman. What do?
Straight for the gut.
Hell yeah. Double hit?
Yeah.
Every time you say double, I think double it and give it to the next person. Sorry.
Double it and give it to her.
Real. Yeah, so as you punch her gut, she just like leans forward and like she spits a little, not blood, but like black ichor across your face.
Gross.
Okay, anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
I still have movement.
Hell yeah.
Where's everybody situated at this point?
You and Luna are about 5 feet away from the boys.
The
Or
boys.
sorry, the boy and girl.
Yeah, I'm a woman.
And so they're behind you about 5 feet. And then another 10 feet away from them is Soul. So he's about 15 feet away from you.
Okay. I think I'm gonna, I think I'm just gonna stay there, but I'm gonna go into the astral form, the projection form now,
Cool.
to ready for next time.
Hell yeah. All right, next up is going to be Soul, the Bone Claw.
Uh-oh.
Bone claw.
And he like stands there for just a second and he looks between Rellan and Lilithana because you both hit him.
His eyes cross a little bit.
Yeah. He's deciding who he wants to attack.
Attack him.
It'll be so funny, I swear.
The opponent's bone claw is confused.
Yeah.
What he's going to do, he's going to aim for Lilithana. And he's going to put his giant bony claw towards you. And he casts Blight.
Oh,
And a wave of
shit.
necromantic energy just blasts you. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw, please and thank you.
Oh, yeah?
Please don't die.
Yeah.
Well, watch this. That's a 14.
That's gonna fail. And he casts that as a 7th level spell.
Oh,
so that's
no.
going to be 10d8.
I can't wait to hear that damage. I'm really excited. Going to shrivel up like a grape and die.
Oh, yes.
More good berries.
Let me describe this, how it describes it. It drains the moisture and vitality from the target.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my skin gets all...
Oh,
gets all...
and-
like a
and
grape.
You're a tentacle person, so like,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Oh. How much health do you have?
115.
Oh, okay. No, you'll be
Yeah,
fine.
you won't one-shot me. You're going to hurt me really bad. You won't
God.
one-shot me, though.
Where's
So
the,
that's 4 out of my 10. We're
Where's-
sitting at 25 right now.
where's
Okay,
the
okay.
king when you need him?
Where's Gerald?
Gerald.
I bet he's fighting Harold.
We're sitting at 45 right now, and I have 2 more to roll.
Lovely.
I hate it.
And that brings it up to a solid 50.
115 minus 50 is 65. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Quick maths.
Lovely.
So this necrotic wave hits you. It drains you of your moisture, your life, your vitality.
My moisture.
How's
my vivacity?
how is Lilithana feeling?
I think honestly, she's just like in a kind of like a flight or fight adrenaline rush response right now because it was just the big fight with Steve. Now they're in another fight with another unknown enemy. I think the weight of everything that's kind of happened since she's gotten back, of killing the family, being stuck in prison, fighting Steve, it's all kind of catching up to her. So she's not necessarily panicking, but she's in a state of like extreme stress and very close to panicking almost.
Also, this is not going to impact gameplay, just more for roleplay aspects.
Mm-hmm.
I think saying you are a lot of tentacles,
Mm-hmm.
they're all feeling really dried out, maybe a little crusty, a little
Oh, yeah.
harder to move. Again, it's not going to affect gameplay anyway, but just kind of keep that in mind as we move forward.
Yeah, that was almost half of her life force, so she is looking rough.
Yay!
Oh, yay. You and me just above the halfway.
Mm,
Imagine if Lilithana died.
Stop. Don't wish that into existence.
That would be pretty bad.
yeah, I hope not. And I genuinely hope not. I really like these
Elijah,
characters.
The way you said that was diabolical.
Soul's not done with his turn though.
No.
Soul is going to just like dash forward, and you see a shadow mace form in his hands, and he's gonna bring it down on Rellan's head.
Ooh.
No.
Oh, you'll be fine. Does a 6 hit? No.
No, it doesn't.
Well, actually.
Haha, just kidding.
Oh my god. My stomach clenched.
Rael strips naked in preparation for the strike.
Take me, Soul.
I think you have a base AC of 8. So
Okay, so he brings the mace down. What does Rellan do?
Do a sick backflip towards
Hell
Lilithana.
Okay, and the mace hits the ground, and the ground just like cracks like a crater where it impacts.
Nice. Appreciate the touch of anime.
And go ahead and make an athletics roll for me.
I didn't sign up for that.
I won't do the backflip.
Yes, you
You
did.
got fancy with it. That's why.
Natural 20, baby.
Okay, cool. So you are not going to bump into Lilithana as you do this backflip.
Actually, I do like 30 backflips.
Yeah.
I tuck my knees real good.
And that's your turn? You just did 30 backflips? Oh my god.
In place. There was no momentum.
It's the origin of the Olympics in this world.
But it is your turn now.
okay.
I'm not actually going to skip it.
On a serious note.
I considered it, though.
At the end of my 30th backflip, I land perfectly on my feet. I definitely swallow the vomit but no one notices.
Mhm.
And I lay my hand on Lilithana's shoulder and I riz her and say, "Hey," and I cast Cure Wounds.
Like Miles
Sorry,
Morales.
Lilithana, I thought you said Luna at first. I was like, why would you cast Cure Wounds?
Same.
He's
Big bad
defecting.
lady.
He was taken in by her beautiful eyes.
She wiped away my tears.
Cool. Go ahead and cast Cure Wounds. What happens?
So whatever I roll will have an additional +10 to it.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it. Okay, so basically for whatever level I cast it at, that's however many d8s I roll.
Okay.
And he lost how much HP?
50.
Yeah.
I'll cast it at level 3.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So 3d8 plus 10.
Hell yeah.
4, 7, 11, and 6, 15, 25.
All right.
Nice.
Not bad.
Very nice.
And
That
Get-
was half of what he lost. I mean, that was pretty good.
give you a little wink and a smooch.
my. Kisses one of your poor dried out tentacles.
Yes,
Oh.
I relate. I'm so sorry.
The tentacle troubles.
The
Dry
tent-
tentacle is the worst tentacle.
The tentacle is a little bit more moisturized. Oh.
Spit on it and rub it in a
Oh.
little bit. The bone
This
claw's
is
like, what the
getting-
fuck is
We're
happening?
in public. Y'all keep that for your private life.
Is there anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
No, that's my whole action.
All right. Lilithana, it is your turn.
All right. Would it be advisable to make this thing roll a wisdom saving throw? The bone claw.
Is it wise?
Maybe?
Is the
I
bone
don't
claw
know.
wise?
Okay. I'm going to cast Eye Bite. You see dark murkiness fill my eyes. I'm going to bite you with my eyeballs.
Oh, gross.
Make a DC 19 wisdom
that
saving
was a
throw.
horrible sound.
Hey, that wasn't me. That was Elijah. Our DM.
He rolled a 19.
Okay. That's it for my turn then.
Darn it.
What was the DC?
19.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so he succeeded.
That sucks.
It's okay.
Okay, it's going to be Luna's turn. She, stands up straight and she looks up at your astral projection form. She kind of nods, like a nod of respect. And then she shapeshifts into her shark form. But she makes it larger than it was before to about, say, just a couple inches taller than you. Just a little bit. Yes, that was on purpose.
Just a little bit taller than my astral projection.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's gonna bite her.
Yeah. And now she looks down at you and she smirks again. And she also puts out her hand and this giant black broadsword forms in it. And she's just going to stab right into your gut or wherever Kithri, your actual body is in the astral projection.
Gotcha.
Where is she? Just for our audience's knowledge.
I would say right now, since she just did it, she's probably center mass.
Okay, yeah. So that is where she... Oh, God.
What?
I forgot. Does a 30 hit?
Wow.
I forgot that she got 14 to her attack on this one.
Yes,
Sorry.
if it does. I have an AC of 20. You would think that would help most of the time.
I'm so sorry.
I feel like every time you're like, does this hit? I'm like, I have an AC of 20. Why does it hit every time?
Oof.
Okay, so that's 10 plus 21 is 31.
I'm not dead, but ooh boy.
And I think as she thrusts forward, it pierces the astral form and also pierces your gut. And the sword pops out the other end and she pulls it straight out very quickly. And her shark form, just again, this devious grin, her teeth stick out, and she says, "Oh, death, I've been waiting for that."
I'm at 18 health, guys.
Don't worry, I'll come spit on you and rub it in here in a second.
You know,
Yeah, Rellan.
as loath as I am to accept that, I need it.
Rellan is a true team player.
Oh yeah.
And it will be
Stop. You stop that right now.
Oh yeah.
it'll be start of the next round. Kithri, you are up.
I'm having a sad time.
I'm having a sad day.
I have some healing potions.
Listen, if my spit ain't good enough for you, I guess do what you gotta do.
It's mostly so you don't have to run back and forth,
It's fine.
you know, and waste your movement on running back and forth.
We do a wee schmutever.
Whoa. It ain't that kind of podcast.
Rellan.
Rellan.
Rellan. Okay.
Rellan.
Wow. Okay, so we agreed that a health potion is my hit dice?
Yeah.
30? Good golly, this is not... My dice are bad right
Kylee!
now. How many more do I have?
You have 3 more.
33, 36, 44.
All right. Hey, you had more health than what you started with.
All right, that puts me up to 62,
Hell yeah.
which is more than I had when she hit me. So at least there's that, but yikes. Okay.
So do you get like X amount of extra attacks every round of combat?
Yeah, I have 2 extra attacks every combat.
Hell yeah.
Part of my fighter class. Once it gets leveled enough, you start getting extra attacks. Fighter class is amazing.
I can't do fancy spells, but I'm going to hit you, and I'm going to hit you a lot.
And especially if you do 2-weapon fighting, like, you can hit twice every attack, which is wild. Speaking of, we're going to do that. Yeah, we're going to smack her in her dumb, stupid shark face and try to punch out some of her dumb, stupid shark teeth.
Hell yeah.
Quit smiling at me like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I am going to use my ability Lucky.
Okay.
It is a ability I've had since the beginning from my actual race.
Mhm.
It means I can reroll ones when I roll them.
Hell yeah.
I rolled a 1, so I'm going to reroll it. Hate the 1. That's a 2.
Oof.
Kylie, please.
That's hateful.
Wow.
That's rotten. Why'd you do that? 15, and then I get a +1 because she's bigger than me, so 16. to
Okay.
hit.
Neither will hit.
Crap. Okay, that's 1 attack. My other extra attack hopefully will do better. She's a little bit stumbly from
This,
taking a massive shadow sword to the gut.
that's fair. Yeah.
All right, we'll do it.
Takes a second to recover.
All right, 7 definitely won't hit, but 17, which is a 21 with all the mods.
That'll hit.
Should.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. That should be, and I'm still using hands, so we're hitting her with prayers.
Hell yeah.
It should be that should be 24 with all the mods, but I'm also in my astral, so it should be 1.5 damage.
Right. And did you account for the radiant damage?
Mm-mm.
So we'll just double it and say 48.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and just describe the sequence for me as you miss your first 3, but land that 4th sweet hit.
I think she's stumbling, she's bleeding into her astral form. She's just like swinging and swinging, and it's a little sluggish, but on the last one, she's just like so angry. She's just like, oh, that stupid shark face, and she hits her as hard as she can in the jaw.
Hell yeah. And her face gets like thrown to the side, and you see like 3 teeth fly out.
Yes! I just wanted to knock some of those teeth out so bad.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Is that all for your turn?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and move on. Let the turn order move on.
Okay. Next up is going to be Soul. His mace is still in the ground, and he kind of tugs at it, and it's like it's stuck. And then he kind of straightens up, and he puts his hand out, and it disappears, and then reappears in his hand.
Oh, dang.
Hey. That's cheating.
You can't do that.
Hey.
Only I get to do that.
Oh my god.
Are we gonna die?
Maybe. He's going to cast Earthquake,
No.
and it's going to affect the entire courtyard.
No.
I need each of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Time to lock in.
So you see him like aim his mace down at the ground, and it just starts to tremble around you, and you start to lose your footing. And as you notice around you, the zombies and knights also start trembling.
I got a 13.
Non-natural 20.
I also got a 13.
Okay, Kylie, you are fine. The dragon knights save. Luna saves. Rellan, Lilithana, and the zombie army does not save.
I'm okay with that.
So you're going to take 1d10 times 10
What the
damage.
Yeah, we're cooked.
No. Oh no.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be
You
fine.
trying
Just roll
to
a
pull a TPK out here?
Ow.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I will roll the 3, so you will each take 30 damage.
Let's go.
That
And
could have gone so bad.
however, the zombies also take 30 damage.
Yeah.
So it doesn't kill all of them because they are zombies of all races, but you do see around you just a lot of zombies crumble and fall.
Ha ha.
Hell yeah.
Hurt your own team.
And then you see them start to kind of put themselves back together.
Darn it. Spoke too soon.
And
Are the magic cuffs still around us somewhere?
yeah, they're locked on Steve's dead body.
Steve's dead body crumbled to dust, though, right?
Lilithana, Rellan, you guys are prone.
Okay.
Wait, Steve's dead body crumbled to dust, didn't it?
I can't remember if it was dust or if it just transformed back into his like non-muscular form. But I'll say it turned into dust.
So those are now useful again.
They're just laying on the ground. Yes.
Somebody clap those bad boys on one of these
Make
guys.
it clap. I'm sorry.
Rellan!
Do it. Do it now.
Rellan starts throwing it
My-
back on the in
No,
the
that's not
courtyard.
what I meant.
My nephews, who I love so dearly.
Yeah.
Can you please tell me what your health is at the moment?
60.
64.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we're all in the 60s. Wow.
And that's after the 30 earthquake
Yes.
damage? Cool. I think he's going to try and mace Rellan again.
Stop.
Sorry, you have more health.
The way you say it, though, it's like he's going to spray him with mace.
Just pulls out a giant bottle.
Pepper spray!
Does a 14 hit?
You're way too close to me. No.
Okay. So here's what I'm imagining is Soul, in his pride, in his arrogance, decided to try and swing at you before the earthquake stops. So he comes to swing like right at your face, and a tremble hits him just right, and he like trips a little bit, and it swings just right over you. It'll be your turn, Rellan.
I follow the club as it goes over my head with my eyes. I feel the wind on my cheek.
Okay.
And then I turn around.
You are prone.
You have to get up.
You're really
All
painting
right.
me a picture.
Oh.
You have to stand.
Oh, Oh, okay. So he swung the mace horizontally,
Yes.
and I'm on the ground.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense why he missed now. He's trying to hit me like a golf ball. Okay, I clamber to my feet and I turn around and I look at Luna and I focus all of the juices from my pineal gland into my third eye.
Okay.
Oh.
My mind's eye.
Oh.
and
This is
and
cool.
I cast Moonbeam at Luna.
Ooh.
Her
Moonbeam.
name's Luna Moonbeam. Aha.
No effect.
He's going to moon her.
Oh yeah,
never
he's
mind.
mooning her, actually.
I turned around and I pulled my pants down.
And she blushes.
A silvery beam, 5-foot radius. So I'm just gonna put it at her at the edge of the 5-foot radius, so it doesn't affect Kithri. Also,
Smart. I definitely was gonna make it roll.
Thank you for not mooning me.
so she'll need to make a Constitution saving throw, and I'm gonna cast it at 4th level.
Mhm.
8, 4, 12, 5, 17.
And she rolled an 18.
No.
Or well, technically she rolled an 11, but her plus is 7.
Sheesh.
Someone give her negatives to her rolls, please.
Someone stop her.
Vicious mockery. Honestly, I should have done that first. Wait,
Mock
Can I
her.
retcon?
Mock her viciously.
can I mock her viciously?
Yeah, I'll let you, but I won't let you do it before the attack. Just because Joey so bravely took away his spell slot, fully knowing it would fail earlier.
You set a precedent.
We have principles.
No, I'm not going to cast Vicious Mockery. The initial spell says 2d10 and half on a successful save.
Mhm.
And then the addendum says add 1d10 for every level above second. So
Okay.
if she had not, like if she'd failed, it would have been 4d10.
Yeah.
So does it half that, or is it half the 2d10 to 1d10 and then add the 2 extra d10 for the levels?
I think it's going to be 2d10.
I blame you.
So you can either roll 2d10 or you can roll 4 and cut the number in half.
I'm casting all these super awesome spells and they're doing 13 damage.
I know how you feel about that.
That's why I said you just gotta punch your way out of this. I'm dealing 48 damage.
So that's going to be 13, but it is radiant damage.
Okay, so that'll be 1.5, so we'll go ahead and round up to 7, so 20.
Okay.
Nice.
I feel almost okay about that now.
What I'm imagining is she's like blushing as she sees your butt, and then she's just filled with immense pain. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Sure, I'd like to.
Anything else you can do on your turn?
No.
Lilithana.
I'm going to cast a Eldritch Blast at the bone guy.
Yeah.
Hey, bone guy.
Yeah, what's up, guy?
Z-
Girl?
Sam Boney.
That's a 24, a 22, and a 15.
The first 2 will hit.
Okay. So you are going to take a lovely 12 plus 14 is
26?
Yes, 26 damage as 3 portals open and tentacles shoot out and 2 of them hit him and the other one misses.
Where do they hit him?
In his balls.
Yes. Listen,
Guys.
on this podcast, we're all about the crotch shot.
Destroyed his balls last time you fought.
It's the principle.
We must make sure he does not appear here again.
Listen, Elijah, if Luna had balls, that's where I would be hitting her.
So they just kind of like compress, like the 2 tentacles just.
Yeah, and just like last time, as the tentacles disappear, you see a missing crevice where his balls were, and then they start to reform.
Oh, yeah. We're all about testicular torsion on this podcast.
Do what you must to your enemies.
Anything else, kind warlock? Unkind warlock.
I think that's all I can do for my turn.
Cool. All right, we will move to Luna, who
Got mooned.
who lost her teeth, and then got mooned, and then got moon blasted.
She deserved it.
And she's a little flustered, and her sword. What does she want to do?
Not kill me, hopefully.
Yeah, her sword disappears, and she's going to grab Kithri's astral form and cast Paralyzing Touch.
Ooh.
On the astral form?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
You must succeed on a DC 18 Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I will also make a... That's just going to happen. I do have to make a attack roll for this for damage, though. Oh.
Oh.
It's a nat 20 hit. I'm sorry.
My armor class is 20.
I'm sorry.
Lucky for you, I've got a 23 on the save, though. So at least there's that.
Okay, so what happens is your body like tightens up for a second, but it does not paralyze you. You do you you avoid being paralyzed.
Haha.
Wait, how did you?
But you
My constitution is a +3, and I have proficiency in con saves.
I see. No, I was about to ask how, and then I realized I just better keep my mouth shut.
and you will take 10 damage from it though.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it might be.
And I think what I'm imagining you feel is like she does have claws on her shark hands. They're sharp, they're not like soft fins, you know? So she grabs your arms and she just like sticks the claws into them, which we have established that you do feel what your astral projection form feels.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a weird precedent for that last attack. Does that mean you felt yourself being stabbed twice?
I think as it hit the same part of me that I was in, it's like it stabbed, so I felt like the initial stab part twice, and then the middle was just normal because it was stabbing me. And then when it went out the back, it was kind of twice. So kind of, but not the whole entire stab.
Gotcha. It merged. And that is going to be the end of her turn and the end of this episode.